I'm gonna have to yell at John Kaufman again. I really didn't want to do this on camera, guys, but it is what it is. We're letting somebody go, guys.
Got a fire going in there.
Huh?
In the bucket.
I wondered what the is getting smoky. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at Pagel Services in Southwest Wisconsin, your local landscape company and your local witch doctor. No, we better keep that out of there. A lot of guys did not like that last video we posted. We were just trying to have a little fun, see if we could fix some things around here. A lot of guys took it pretty personal, got a little upset with us. We even lost some subscribers over it. We lost 4 subscribers. So that means 4 people were that mad that we had some witch doctors here and recorded it. They were that mad that they went over there, clicked unsubscribe, never watching Pagel again. Sorry about that, folks. Today's a great, beautiful day here in Southwest Wisconsin. So today I got Chris and Hunter working on a retaining wall. I had to send Holly there today because there's like 100 plants that are going in. And Holly's the plant lady, so she'll be putting them in. And then I got the other guys working on a large seeding job down in Boscobel. Bunch of different stuff going on. And unfortunately today and yesterday, for a couple days here, I've been in the office trying to do odds and ends. I'd much rather be out and about. Currently about noon right now, and I just gotta get out of the office. So I think what I'm gonna do is head on out to the shop, see how things are going out there, make sure things are staying organized, check on the guys' stuff. Probably go wash the old Silverado here because she's looking a little grungy, and I'd like to get up out of my chair and actually get my blood flowing. I don't know how these guys sit in the chair all day. I just can't figure it out. Sydney sits there all day. Justin sits there the majority of the day. Derek can sit in that chair all day. Doesn't bother him one bit. But man, you sit the big boy in the chair for more than 3 hours and I am just dying, like brain fog, and I can't get nothing done. I'm just not meant to sit around. So I did send Derek down to Cassville to check on those guys building that retaining wall. And I know some of you may be wondering why I'm not going and checking on it. I'm really trying to let Hunter take the reins and be able to manage and complete a job without me being there. There's a lot of other moving parts to this business. Normally in the prior years, I have always babysat the jobs, there every day, watching every little move, and I really need him and one other guy to kind of take the leap and say, I got this, I'll make the decisions, I can get shit done. You know, I'm giving them a little bit more freedom. They do send me pictures and stuff at the end of the day, so I know how much they're getting done, but I'm really trying to let them kind of do their own thing and be able to trust them and not only complete the job up to my standards, but manage the job and kind of make things happen. Yeah, just seeing how that job's going down there.
We're seated down and we're starting to pass bales around and get everything laid out.
Okay, so you got everything Harley raked, or?
Yeah.
Alright, a bunch of big clumps you gotta pick up, or?
No, I think it went a lot smoother.
Did it?
Rain or something, got a little moisture in it. It was working out nicer.
Okay. Well, that's good. I just wanted to call and make sure you guys be able to finish that today.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Because I'm assuming you got, what, probably 75 bales to blow on there or something?
Yeah, approximately.
Okay. Okay, well,
yeah, we got probably another 20, 25 to set out, then we'll start blowing.
Okay. And then just make sure whoever's feeding that blower, they don't snuff it out or working it too hard and blow that belt off.
All right.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Same thing there. I'm trying to let Sean take the reins on some of these smaller jobs as well. So like the patios, walls, stuff like that, I let Hunter and Chris do that stuff, and then the smaller seating, gravel, the rock bed, stuff like that, I'm trying to get Sean to take the reins on some of that stuff. Sean wants to make more money, so it'd be a great way to make more money, to be able to kind of manage these jobs a little bit and not have to have me check on him all the time. Seems like he's doing a pretty good job. Obviously I gotta make sure I still check on him like I just did, because sometimes, you know, they won't like tell me, like they'd get done at 5 and be like, oh, we gotta finish it tomorrow, and I'm like, no, it has to be done today. So still gotta check in a little bit, make sure they're doing good, but so far everything's going pretty good. We do have a very full schedule. Justin is really getting the jobs booked out, which is good. We did get a new sponsor. You guys won't be seeing Bubbler anymore. We got a new sponsor. Check it out. Pagel Services. They're going to be sponsoring our channel now, so appreciate those guys. Shout out to Pagel Services. Make sure to check them out, guys. We got some can koozies for the small cans. You guys know I don't drink alcohol, but the girls said that we need koozies for the thin seltzer cans or something, so make sure to get on over to the merch shop and get your little lady one of these guys. She'll thank you later. Oh, just getting out here to the shop. I really haven't spent a whole lot of time out here in the last week. Like to come out, make sure these guys are staying organized and keeping shit in line here. A little bit of a mess, but it is organized. The guys do know where they're going. Yesterday was a rainy day. Sean ended up doing a service on the ProMaster and a service on Justin's car. They were both ready for an oil change. I really haven't got to work on these much, so I know a lot of you guys are probably like, geez, what's taking so long? I just have too many things going on here. That's my own damn fault. I should just message Tech and tell him he can come here and do this stuff when he gets done with work. I got one more row of knives to put on this one. 4 rows of knives on that one, so not hard work. Just time-consuming, little tedious bullshit. Summer hours kind of get funky too. So as most of you know, I got a couple of daughters. In the summertime, the schedule changes to where I get them a week on and a week off. Last week I had them, which, you know, I don't like to work past 4 or 5 o'clock, so I can go spend time with them and do that stuff. A lot of dumb shit going on here. So, and then speaking of more dumb shit, we just got another straw delivery here. The parking lines are holding up pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. The guys actually like them. It's easier for them. It seems to be working. I wish I would have done that a long time ago. As far as straw bales, man, we have went through like 250 straw bales in the last 10 days. I got a farmer. Man. Thanks, buddy. That's a nice... I gotta retie some of these. I got a local farmer. So I guess little straw bales, people don't make them much anymore, so they are kind of hard to find. But I got a local farmer that brings me 100 at a time. This is 300 in the last probably 2 weeks that he's brought us. So, and then the other problem is we keep them all in this old semi-trailer, and then all the loose bales and loose straw and shit turns into a mess. So when the guys get back today, I'll have them clean all this out and get all these bales back in there, and then try to keep our erosion mat separate. I don't know, it's not the best way to organize this, but it works. So the old straw blower's been getting work out, that's for sure, which is good. That thing works great. The only thing is if the bales are wet and the guys overload it or shove them in there too fast, it'll burn that belt up, so that's no good. Bleachers are back there. I really need to get those things out here and get working on them. I gotta figure this shit out. I'm probably putting too much shit on my plate, because now I'm trying to figure out this podcast thing, which, as most of you guys know, we're gonna be starting our podcast here pretty soon. And if you guys are interested in being on it, make sure to click the link below. We've got a few guys that have put in applications to be on it. If you guys are interested, you want to talk about business, you want to talk about baby mama drama, you want to talk about financial drama, you want to talk about no snow, whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to be doing that in the podcast. So make sure to stay tuned for that. First episode for the podcast will be dropping July 1st. About a month out, but a lot of things to get done before that. So really that's where a lot of my attention has been going lately. A lot of behind the scenes bullshit that you guys can't see. Anyways, let's wash this truck. I hate driving around a dirty truck. I know it doesn't look that dirty on camera, but it's nasty. All right, you guys want to see what a nice foam cannon does? Tell you what, I washed vehicles for a lot of years without a foam cannon. That's stupid. Foam cannon all the way. I've been using one for at least the last 3 years. They work great. Check it out. God, I love foam cannons, guys. I used to wash vehicles with just a brush and soap for so many years. The last few years I've been using foam cannons, guys, and these things are great. And the best part about these foam cannons is you can get them in Pagel Services merch shop, guys. That's right, this is another product that I like and I use, and they are available in the merch shop, and they're worth every penny, as you can see right here. Let's get scrubbing this. Another thing we should talk about is I can't believe nobody has ever said anything, but I've washed quite a few trucks on camera and nobody's ever caught the way that I do this. And I know nobody's caught it because if they did catch me doing it, they'd be bitching about it or saying something. So this is a dual lance wand, guys. So it has the adjustability right here. So what this does is it allows you to put soap in the pressure washer, and it would come through here, and then you can control it with this valve. We don't do that. I've never done that just because it'd be a pain to get the soap to go up all the way upstairs and all that. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is the dual lance wand, the other great thing about these is you don't have to wash vehicles with all 3,500 PSI. I'll show you guys right here. So this is wide open, 3,500 PSI. Now pay attention to how hard it would be to wash a truck inside with 3,500 PSI with as close quarters as this is. Obviously, if you're in a car wash, it's not a big deal, but here, the walls are plastered, everything, if you run it wide open. So one thing I've learned over the past 10 years, if you turn this down a little bit, watch this. Check that out. What it's doing is it's feeding water up through here and it's taking your overall pressure down. So I don't know, that's probably about half or a third, probably 1,000 PSI, something like that. What that does, you don't make a mess in the shop. And also your water tends to get a little bit hotter when you're doing this. So I got my pressure washer turned all the way up. I think it's like 280 degrees or something. So when you do it this way, you're not making a mess in the shop and your water gets super hot. And I want you to think about it this way. Now if you're washing a skid loader or you're trying to get mud or dirt off, obviously full pressure is nice. But when you're bringing a vehicle in that has decals, stickers, all that kind of stuff, I've never wanted my guys to be able to have wide open pressure and washing shit that way. So what I've trained everybody here is turn this down about halfway, and it works great. So for any guys that are pressure washing a lot of stuff, get yourself a dual lance wand. And then also, like I said, if you really wanted to, you could run soap up through your pressure washer, but with 200 feet of hose, it takes a long time to get the soap out of the pressure washer and blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to share that tidbit. I've always waited for somebody to ask me why there's water shooting out of here and tell me that I don't know how to pressure wash. So just something I thought I'd share with you guys. Let's check it out, guys. All I've done is ran the foam cannon over it, brushed it, and rinsed it off. And as you can tell, the water's already beaten off pretty good. So I think it's time. I give you guys my secret sauce that I use. It's obviously not a sponsorship. We don't do sponsorships, but this is such a great product. I do want to share it with you guys. Here is the secret sauce. I've been using this stuff for probably at least 3 years, 4 years maybe. And it is called Wax Replacement by Image Products. Now these guys aren't sponsored. They don't know me. They don't know nothing. But I love this stuff, guys. So really just a couple capfuls in your foam cannon, and then fill the rest up with water. Now I've done the math on this before. It's less than $1 a vehicle. So the last time I bought this jug, which was definitely over a year ago, we can do over 100 washes with this. It is $100 a gallon. It might be a little bit more now. It's so concentrated, you really don't need that much in your foam cannon. And I must be allergic to it. Oh, the neighbors are mowing their grass, sons of bitches. All right, anyways, we got the wax in here. Let's show you guys how good this stuff works. And again, this is not an ad. I don't make any money on this. They don't know me. I'm just trying to help you guys out, because I know before I use this, it was a struggle. I almost like spray waxed the vehicle every time I washed it. But once I found this stuff, you foam it on, you let it sit a minute, and then you rinse it off, and then I dry it off with the leaf blower. And it's like your truck is always waxed. So I really don't hand wax it anymore. You can spray this stuff on your windows, your tires, tonneau cover, everything. All right, we use one whole jug on it. Now, like I said, we let it sit a minute, and then we rinse it off, and it's almost gonna be like right after you leave the car wash. Nice, and all the water beading off your vehicle. And if you're crazy like me, then you can dry it off, and it'll be nice and spot-free. I haven't got the money to put a spot-free water system in here yet. Oh, we got that all washed off. Now see, I feel so much better after getting my blood flowing, doing a little labor, a little work. I don't know, I've contemplated it for years. Do I find someone else to manage my business and put me back out in the field? I just hate sitting in the office. But unfortunately, a lot of these ideas come from me, and if I hire someone, all these crazy ideas probably aren't gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to yell at John Kaufman again. Oh, a few videos back, John changed the oil in that truck 207 because it had metal in the oil. And unfortunately, he never wrote it down or entered it in our QR code system. So nobody knew it was changed. So I walk in yesterday and Sean was changing the oil in the truck, and I'm like, why are you changing that? And he goes, well, it says it's overdue. So I'm like, well, thanks, but John already changed it. So obviously I'm not mad at Sean. He was doing the right thing. But I really got to hammer it through these guys' heads. When you service something, when you fucking change the oil, when you work on it, when you change parts, I've made it so simple. Just scan the code on the dash. Just scan the code on the windshield. Enter what you did. Done. Easy. Johnny boy. He can be so good, but then things like that just drive me nuts. So, you know, some of you may not think that's a big deal, but that was Sean basically probably an hour's time. So with supplies and everything, that's like me just throwing 125 bucks out the window. And if you keep doing stuff like that, guess where your business ends up? No good. Well, we just made her up. to the office here, got the truck all cleaned up. Started raining on the way into Fenimore here, so you know, the old voodoo curse. Dan messaged me at like 6:30 this morning and said he doesn't think his curse is fixed. He's never had a problem with his Ford F-150, and then I guess he woke up this morning and all the coolant dumped out of it, so the old F-150's in the shop. So the old bad luck's still happening for Dan too. Show everybody Derek's clean desk here.
Super clean.
Got everything all organized and
I just cleaned today.
ready to go. So he said he was cleaning his desktop, but I think he meant like the computer desktop, not
that's
not the physical desktop. So I don't know. A little update on the countertop here, looking pretty fly.
Yesterday.
What's up, guys? It is a Sunday here at Pagel Services, and I don't have any kids. Holly doesn't have her kids, so we decided we're gonna come up here, get to work on this countertop. As you guys know, we had this countertop made for this. The only thing I've gotten done is got it screwed down and got the holes puttied shut. My overall goal is to make this look like our conference room table. So let's go take a peek at that quick. So for those of you guys that haven't seen our conference table, this is the table. I found this big slab that they glued together when I bought this place. And then all I really did to it was sand it and took the torch to it, burned it, and then put my stickers on here and covered it in the epoxy that I have upstairs. And every time someone sees it, I get a lot of compliments, so it turned out great. So this is what I want the upstairs countertop to look like. So the first step is going to be sand off this little bit of putty over all the screws. Then we're gonna get the torch in here and burn it, give it a little character. And that's the only way I could figure out how to get the torch up here. I've never moved that torch out of the shop, so that was kind of a pain in the ass, but we got the big torch. Brought the big guns, so we know we can get it done. This is the stuff we're gonna use. This is what I used on the table downstairs. This is the only epoxy that Menards keeps on hand. So I probably should have ordered some better stuff a little bit ahead of time, but I didn't really plan this out as usual. I just want to get it done. So it'll work. It worked down there. So first thing we're gonna do, start sanding this. Now the biggest issue with this whole fucking project is somehow we gotta do this without making a huge mess. So we brought a bunch of plastic and a bunch of shit, and somehow we gotta not trash Sydney's work area and get all this done. I mean, the best way to do this would be to take this off, go epoxy it somewhere, and bring it back and install it, but she's already screwed down, ready to go, so let's get at her. So we covered up Sydney's desk, but there's already dust flying everywhere from this fucking sander, so I'm just gonna have Holly follow me around with a vacuum. Have her follow me around and suck me. Should work. Don't be making fun of my clothes, guys. It's Sunday. Just relaxing. Got sweatpants and my Hey Dudes on. Alright, we got her all sanded down here with 220, nice and smooth. I didn't want to round the corners, so we just kind of sanded them so they're not as sharp. Next step, we're gonna get the torch in here, see if we can get some flames going, see if we can start Sydney's computer on fire, I don't know. Alright, here we go, it's time to make some fire. Let's just do a little test spot first. Oh, baby. We got the big guns out here, but I got the big torch, come on. We're gonna have her down a little low here. We don't need to go crazy. Alright. here. Just give her some flavor. Looks pretty good. Alright, getting all that soot off there. The old torch, so we can put some stickers on this bitch. Here's the sticker I had made exactly for this countertop. This is not going to be an easy sticker, but we will get her done. So the sticker's been sitting here for about probably 4 to 5 weeks. It's time to get her on. Time to make it pretty. So this tape isn't sticking very well to the wood, so we're pretty much just gonna wing it. The guy that makes these stickers for me, he uses very high quality sticker. This is for like outdoor, so everything he's ever made me has been really, really good quality. None of them cheap junk stickers. I'm assuming this was probably like 125 bucks or something. Maybe more. Oh yeah. No giant bubbles yet. For any of you guys that know how to put on stickers, if you see what I'm doing, you might understand. I'm going halfway on the letter, and I'm pulling that upward, and I'm pulling the bottom half of the letter down. You don't want to try and push the whole letter or the whole sticker up one way, because then you're going to end up with some big bubbles. Even on these small letters, I split them all in half and pull it all up or pull it all down. And there will be a couple bubbles when we get this pulled off. Not a big deal. We can burn them out with a heat gun or cover them up with epoxy. You'll never know. Well, you guys will know because you're seeing it on film. The normal person that comes in here won't ever notice. And Holy Holly. Purple tunnel. Alright, now we'll just go through, double check everything, and peel it off. No dust, no air bubbles. Now rip it off as fast as you can. Hard as you can, as fast as you can, not. You gotta take your time, folks. Nice and easy now. Ooh. That there is not liking that. No dust, no air bubbles, less than 15 seconds. $8. So as you can tell, well, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera or not, but we didn't do a good enough job cleaning the table. You can see all the black soot on the transfer paper. So technically, if this was outdoors, these stickers would probably have a hard time sticking because there is a little bit of dust and shit on there, but I know we're covering it up with epoxy, so it's not gonna really matter. Pull her out. You better follow me here. Keep doing this just in case something starts to fall off. Camera change. Oh yeah. Easy money. Alright, it took about 20 minutes to put that on, but looks pretty clean to me. A few little air bubbles, not a big deal. We'll go through them, poke them out, but this is really gonna pop when we get that epoxy on there and it sets for a day. Got one air bubble. That actually might be a piece of dirt. Alright, next up we are going to run the pinstripe all the way around the edge, and I'm going to cover up my screw holes with the pinstripe. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put that pinstripe right over that. Little cover up. We're eyeballing this, no measuring. Caleb's got good eyeballs. We got her. Big job. Now I feel like this one has to be the same distance as this one. So, finger width. We are eyeballing. Oh, we're getting there now. We'll get the bulk of it on, then we'll go back through and trim everything out nice. Of course, it's going to be a little bit short. Nobody will ever notice. That's pretty good to me. We're gonna chop it there, start a new one. So for those of you that don't know, I have this pinstripe custom made. It's my design, and the white is actually reflective, so we put it down the sides of the trucks. Looks kind of cool at night when we're plowing snow. Sydney will never notice. Easy as that. Now we're going to go around and trim everything nice and get ready for epoxy. By the way, guys, most of the stuff we use here at Pagel Services, a lot of the smaller hand tools and such, are all on our merch shop. And this knife I'm using tonight is actually a very nice quality, all metal utility knife. I've been pretty impressed with these. I bought some for the guys and some for the merch shop. Check it out. Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with it. And these come with, I think, like a 10-pack of replaceable blades too. That's the residue from the Scotch tape. So when he rolls these up, when he closes the roll, he uses Scotch tape, and it's always a pain in the ass to get it off. I need to talk to him about that. Alright guys, this video is brought to you by Milk and Oreos. Holly and I are going to take a little break here. All we got left to do is cover everything up with plastic and mix up the epoxy and dump her out. So I'm guessing we've been up here for about 2 hours so far. Probably another 2 hours we'll be able to call her a day here. So we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. I know a lot of you guys out there say I'm fat. Well, now you guys know my secret. Now you know all the secrets, guys. So Holly can eat this stuff all day long. No problem, doesn't affect her one bit. Me? Exact opposite. Put down in the comments, guys, how long do you dunk your Oreos? Let us know. I like mine a little crunchy, so not too long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just keep all this in the video, Derek. They said they wanted to get more personal. I'm not gonna have my kids in the videos, but you know, maybe we'll start including all my meals in the videos. So our plan is to bring a big sheet of plastic in here and lay it right over top, and then cut the square out of the plastic and then tape it up. So first thing we're gonna do is go around and make our initial tape barrier first. So the right thing to do when doing this and dumping epoxy would be to create a little lip edge here and then take that lip edge off after you're done with the epoxy, but I ain't got time for that. So basically it's all gonna drip off onto the plastic. All right, that was the hardest part, getting all this fucking plastic down. So I think we got her all pretty good shape here. We're gonna try to make it so it's not running off like crazy, but for any of you guys that have done epoxy before, you know that it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be running off in certain areas, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. But that corner down there is a little sketchy, but I think we got her. I think we're gonna start mixing this shit up. We got plenty of room out here with plastic down. I got enough Oreos in me. We should be good. All right. Well, we got 3 gallons, but I think 2 is gonna be enough. Because it says 1 gallon covers 25 square feet at a 1/16 inch deep. What do you guys think? 2 gallons or 3? By the time you guys see this, you guys are gonna get to see the answer. We don't know. Let's just mix them all up. 3 gallons. Fuck it. It says mix by hand for 6 minutes. Hang on. Let's lump them in together so they're mixing. Well, it's gotta go in.
Yeah.
This is gonna be way too much material, guys, but I'd rather have more than not enough at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Fuck, we forgot to start the timer. God damn it. What do we say, 6 minutes? 6 minutes. Yeah, I don't think we really need 3 gallons, but I think this stuff was like 75 bucks a box. What do we got? 225 bucks in epoxy here. I'm pretty sure we got way too fucking much now that I look at this. This is a lot. They still smell like beef jerky. That's what came in this bucket. Sydney's countertop's gonna smell like beef jerky. All right, 5 more minutes of stirring. We are about to make a mess. Obviously, we don't have a film crew here, so this is all you're getting. 3 gallons of epoxy. Here we go, boys. This is fucking dumb. Too much. Way too much epoxy. I don't know why I mixed up so much, but I did. Self-leveling, so we'll be alright. About a gallon. So we got 2 gallons left here.
I need a bigger brush.
Huh?
Said I need a bigger brush.
I told you that.
All the rest of them are nasty.
You didn't listen. We're doing good, we're doing good. Here we go. Thick and juicy, boys. Thick and juicy. Here we go. Oh, here comes the drippiness. We got about 1.5 gallons left. Well, we got her all laid down, guys. It actually took about 1.5 gallons to do this, so obviously we mixed up way too much. But I'd rather have way too much than not enough. Because I don't want to do this again. Alright guys, we're going to take the heat gun around here. Get out some of these air bubbles. They're coming right out. So we left the 1.5 gallons in the bucket, and it started smoking in here. It's so fucking hot, so I took it outside. It about smoked us out of here. Well guys, we are still hitting this thing with heat gun. I still got some of it running off the table here, so I'm assuming as more runs off, that's what's making the air bubbles. So I'm hoping it's setting up here and we'll stop running off the table, because it is looking pretty good. I just gotta stay here and be patient with the heat gun, and I think we'll be in pretty good shape. It is almost 11 o'clock. Holly went home about a half hour ago. I have been taking 10-minute breaks and then coming back and hitting the air bubbles with this thing. I'm assuming I put too much product down, so I'm still getting air bubbles here and there. It's a lot better now, but I just cranked the heat up here in the office, and I just got probably one more round of hitting air bubbles, and then hopefully call it a night. But so far it's looking pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, obviously, but you know, there's a table downstairs and everybody loves it. So I just realized it probably looks like shit all the way up there, straight down on it, but I'll let you see what it looks like at like normal 6 foot high. It looks pretty good here. So this is what you'd normally see about 6 feet high. I am happy with it so far. A little longer than I thought. I don't really want to go home till I know all these little air bubbles are gone for good. So I just got a few that keep popping up, like that one right there. I think another thing that could be happening is the board could be soaking some of this up, or the board could have air in it. I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I should probably shut up. My words aren't gonna make sense anymore. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk away here. It's pretty good. I mean, if it's got a few little blemishes, it's not a big deal to me. DIY. This is like when the homeowner builds retaining walls. They don't really know what they're doing, but they get it done, and it's not perfect, but it'll work. I just put that cord right in a fucking puddle of that shit. Other side note, ever since the other night, or the other day when we had the witch doctors in, talking about them people downstairs, man, I don't know, it feels spooky around here now. I don't know if it's because they told us that or what, or we're hearing things, but I don't know. I went down there earlier, all the lights were off, and I got the heebie-jeebies, so I don't know if that Jacob's still downstairs or if he left or what's going on, but awful lot of noises coming from certain areas. So maybe this building will be for sale. I don't know. But I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Nobody told me it looks nice, so Sydney said it looks like shit, so I don't know. I guess she could have done a better job, but we got her all finished up. I still got to go back through and cut all the little drips off the bottom, but looking pretty good to me. Whatever. We're just going to show you guys this part of the business. I got to go talk with him downstairs.
Oh, it's now the time.
I really didn't want to do this on camera, guys, but we're just gonna do it. Fuck it. Viewers will like it, but I'm gonna have to go talk with him and tell him this just ain't working. So he's gonna be up here in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go down there and just tell him how it is, and it is what it is. We're letting somebody go, guys. This isn't the best part of business, but it's real. It's part of business, so I'm trying to show it to you guys. So what are your thoughts? I don't know.
Good luck. You don't want me down there, do you?
Yeah, Derek's like, I don't know, I'm not holding the camera. Sorry.
Yeah, so
I've been dreading this all day, guys, but whatever. Let's just go do it. Hey.
Oh, hey.
You ready?
We're ready for what?
Come on, we gotta have a talk.
Why?
Let's go. We'll go in the conference room here.
What's this about?
Oh, how you doing today? So anyways, I had you come in. I think you know where this conversation is going. I feel like we've been struggling, you and I both, and I feel like it's just time for a change. I really feel like you and I need to part ways, and you know, it's uncomfortable. I hate talking about this, but I feel like you and I both know that this ain't working. And I've been thinking about it the last couple weeks, and I really think we'd both be in a better spot if we just parted ways. You know, and to be totally honest with you, I really can't afford you. You know your value here at my company, and I appreciate all you've done, but this is super hard to do. I've talked with the crew, I've talked with the other crew members, and they all agree with me. Even the office crew, you know, the whole crew here at Pagel Services has kind of agreed that it's just time for you to go. You know, I wish you the best. I hope that you can find a new place where you're valued and you're treated right. But as for now, I think this is the end. I appreciate it, and you know, if you do need anything, you can get a hold of me, but I think this is going to be it. So we will miss you here at Pagel Services, but we appreciate you, and thanks for everything you've done for my company, and we'll keep in touch with you. What are you trying to do?
Trying to find a voicemail thing. My favorite one, Justin told me no, was you've reached Pagel Services. We're either out on a job having a deep conversation with a lawnmower.
That's probably not going to work.
Either way, we've missed your call.
Huh. Oh, just give me the phone. I can do it.
Okay.
You currently have the following greeting. You've reached Pagel Services. Please leave your name, number, and a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Who's that?
Don't know.
Hello, thank you for calling Pagel Services. We are sorry we missed your call. We are either on the other line or fuck. Have to redo it a couple times. All right, hang on. Hello, thank you for calling Pagel Services. We are sorry we missed your call. We are currently on the other line or away. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you please leave your name, number, and a few details, we will get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you and have a great day.
The greeting your callers will hear is, your personal greeting has been saved.
Good enough for now. Cut to Cassville footage. I got Holly and a couple other guys down in Boscobel. They are shit. I got Chris and Hunter. They're working on a retaining wall, and fuck.